This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by promoter Hearn here in London. Eddie, we've just had the official weigh-in completed. Both men coming in underweight. Junior a little bit lighter than Connor. What did you make of it?
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, a pound under's quite a lot of weight. Obviously, he clearly wasn't struggling because if you're struggling, you don't come in a pound under. But you maybe he overcooked it, or was it just easy? I don't know. He looked good. A bit thirsty, but looked good. Connor looked fantastic. A bit heavier than last time. What was he last time? 156, something like that. So I think £3 heavier than last time. I think that's just because he's just getting used to the weight that he's competing at for these two fights. So yeah, both guys in great shape, ready to go.
So I asked Frank downstairs. He said he wasn't in there because there was, again, a bit of controversy as to who was allowed in and who wasn't. What was the discussion and the topic like, trying to get certain members of the team into the room?
It was just like they'd said only one person from each team, blah 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 blah, and then they moaned last time that there was cameras in the weigh-in. So we decided let's make him ultra happy. No cameras in the weigh-in. And then he turns up with his cameras. He went, "No, I've got to have my cameras in." I said, "No, Connor's not allowed his cameras. What, you can't have everything. Well, which way do you want it?" So he didn't have his cameras in there, but he looked good.
It could well be, and he wouldn't put it past Junior. Do you think he might be playing a few mind games there? Obviously coming in a little bit lighter than what people might have thought, as you mentioned, a pound. The camera situation.
It's a bit dumb. No, the camera situation is not mind games, but coming in a pound under just to prove a point is very dumb. I don't think they would have done that. They've either overcooked it or it was just easy. But he last time you could tell there was a lot of stress around the whole situation. He seemed much calmer this time, and I think he would have trained harder. Maybe found the weight easier. Generally, that's how it works.
It's a case of he's overcooked it in terms of Connor. Obviously, that was a grueling fight.
I mean, I don't think he didn't look like he overcooked it. So it's a pound, but ask the experts.
How did Connor look in there?
Fantastic. Obviously for him, he wasn't up all night, doing what he's got to do to make weight. He was just had a sharp session last night, nice dinner, woke up, 159.4. Lovely.
Have you seen Junior's recent video posting of another grueling weight cut?
He just baffles me completely. Why would you? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to show? You know that you've had issues with the British Boxing Board of Control. Posting that, it's the stubbornness of the individual. He's not.
What happens tomorrow night?
Conor-Benn wins in a tough fight. Look, Eubank is a tough customer. He's a decent fighter, but if Conor-Benn boxes to his capabilities, he's much better. I think now the second fight at the weight, the experience, the activity of being in that fight, we really fancy our chances. It ain't going to be easy. We've got to get it right. But I believe Conor-Benn wins late stoppage or points.
Just a few to wrap up on, Eddie. I saw you and Ben having a few chats, Ben Shalom, that is, on the stage yesterday. Anything significant being discussed or kind of mocking each other? What was
Not really. I just said, Brian, where you been? He hasn't been here all week, and then just kind of rocked up at the presser. No, nothing. We don't really have anything to talk about. I don't mind Ben. He's a real quirky cat. Says some silly things sometimes, but he's only young. He's inexperienced, and I'd probably did the same.
Have you had much involvement with the event at all?
None at all. No.
Away from that, Joseph Parker's positive test. Yeah. What did you make of that news this morning?
Yeah, it was a big shock. I mean, look, let the fighter make his statement and put his point across. I like Joseph a lot, so it was a big shock to a lot of people. But let him do his thing. And you're obviously not our fighter, so we don't really have to comment or need to comment. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Just the last one from me. Man you've worked with a lot next week, Devin Haney faces Brian Norman Jr. Just want to get your thoughts on that fight, Eddie.
Good fight, intriguing fight. I mean, look, Devin is a brilliant fighter. I think Devin in his pomp, in his prime, full of confidence, beats Brian Norman. For me, it's just the Ramirez performance. Is the confidence back? I think 147 will really suit him. But it's his first fight up there, is it? Or did he fight Ramirez at 140 or 147? 140 catchweight, I think, yeah. So, yeah, and Brian Norman, how good is Brian Norman? I think, sometimes we talk about the power of Brian Norman. Who has he really beaten? He's definitely a decent fighter, but I think it's a good fight. I think Devin wins. I think he wins on points, but I'm sure it won't be without its drama.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you as always. Enjoy your day.